guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Megan, and for the past few years I've been creating content about aviation, yachting, travel, and everything in between. Today I want to dive a little bit deeper into the world of content creation and talk about how you can land gigs with hotels worldwide as a micro-influencer. My boyfriend and I have been traveling full-time, internationally and domestically. He converted his van, and we live in his van when we're in the United States. I also have a place in Miami where my car is, so I go to Miami often. And then when we're not in Miami or out west in the van, we're traveling internationally, creating content for brands and hotels worldwide. For the past few months, we've really been focusing on the Caribbean. That's been our specialty because we also shoot yachts, so that's a great spot to shoot yachts. And when we're not shooting yachts, when we're off from those gigs, we're working with brands and hotels in the Caribbean, whether it be restaurants or hotels or Airbnbs, anything like that. Chris and I, we do have a following and people get inspired by our content, but we're not huge influencers. We don't have 1 million followers. I have about 8,400. Chris has about 5,500. So we do have a little bit of a following. People watch our stuff, but by no means are we an influencer. And I would say under 10,000 is a micro influencer. You're influencing your audience, your niche audience, but you're not influencing 1 million people. And the thing is, it can be a little bit discouraging if you see these huge accounts, 1 million followers and 500,000 followers. And just remember, they're out there creating content for some cool hotels, but hotels all over the world need marketing content. All you have to do is put yourself in front of the right person, speak to the marketing department, and you'll be able to land your first gig, regardless of how many followers you have. Really what you need to focus on is what can you provide to the hotel and how can you make their marketing content stand out. So that's your job, and you have to figure out what that is. Today I want to give you guys some steps on how to land your first gig as a micro influencer with hotels. If you don't like these tips, all you gotta do is find a videographer, drone pilot boyfriend that's been shooting for the past 10 years and ask him to start traveling with you just like I did, and you'll start shooting for hotels that way too. No, I'm just kidding. But these tips should help you and your friends, or you and your partner, significant other, land your first deal with a hotel or any type of brand. Really, this can be applicable to any brand. It doesn't just have to be hotels. Alright, so the first most important thing is you need to find your niche. What are you going to specialize in? What is your style going to be? Is it going to be dark, moody? Is it going to be bright, colorful, tropical? For me, I really like the ocean. I love Caribbean tropical water. So for me, I really wanted to focus on, that's why we shoot a lot in the Caribbean, because that's the type of environment that I like to be in. So that's really what I specialize in, is focusing on water shots. All my drone shots are on the water, cities on the water. That's really what I enjoy. Boats, whatever your style is, and wherever you want to be shooting, like the desert, the mountains. You like ski resorts, you want to do ski resort stuff. You just got to put yourself that environment and start posting often. Don't worry about the likes. Post at least 3 to 5 times a week. Just start building your personal brand, because your personal brand is going to bring you so many places, and you got to start somewhere. So just start posting as often as you can and try to specialize. Try to make sure that your profile looks uniform, looks good. Make sure everything looks that style. So just make sure you focus on that. That's the most important. The next thing that you're going to want to do after you discover your style and your niche, you need to figure out what you're going to be able to offer the hotel. For example, our special offering are couple lifestyle content and FPV drone. That's what makes us stand out. Those are two very unique things. So we're a couple that's traveling. All of our content is geared towards couples. So we post a lot of us holding hands, us on the beach, drone shots of us, and that's what the hotels want to see. And then the FPV. The FPV content is amazing, and it's a very unique service. Not everyone can do it, so that's what makes it extremely special to the hotels, because they would pay big money to have an FPV pilot be flown down to the Virgin Islands or the Bahamas to shoot on their property. But for us to come and just ask for a hotel for the night in exchange for FPV content is an amazing deal for them. So that's our specialty. But whatever you pick, you need to specialize in it, get really good on it, make sure you're the best you can possibly be, continue to post every single day, and yeah, just make sure you have something unique you can offer the hotel that you can specialize in, and you offer them in every shoot, and that's going to be your selling point. So you need to figure that out and start posting often as possible. It could be you and your friends, you know, or it could be solo travel, or it could be couple travel like we have. Whatever it is, you need to pick it and go with it, and that's what you're going to be able to offer the hotels, you know, because typically on these hotel collaborations, you're not hiring models or people to come in for the shoot. Maybe a big hotel might do that, but it's probably going to be you in the shots. Whatever you want to portray to the hotel that you're going to offer as in the videos, in the pictures, is your style. So you need to specialize in that. All right, so you have found your niche and you've discovered your unique offerings. What can you offer the hotel? What is your style going to be? You figured out who you are and you started to post regularly. Now you've been posting consistently. Your profile looks good on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, whatever platform you're using. Now you need to get yourself on some hotels. Whether it's hotels you're staying at for a paid experience, a paid trip, shoot some pictures, shoot some video, start building a portfolio. Or whether it's just you show up at the hotel, you get some drone shots, or you're in Miami and you're at the pool of a hotel for the day, get some content. Start posting that content and tag in the hotel, see what comes from it. Just start building a brand of hotel properties that you're shooting regularly, in addition to what you've been posting. So you want to have that special style that you have, whether it's you and your boyfriend or you and your friends. Continue to post that, but also start to mix in some hotel content now. Maybe it'll take a few months, but take some time. It could be a staycation. Go stay at a nice hotel in your area, or just get it yourself on the property. Whatever you have to do, take some shots and post it. I'm not saying break the law or go on the property illegally, but you know, in Miami Beach, a lot of the pools you can go to for the day and bring your camera. Some of them don't allow you, you know, like the pool parties, SLS, you're not allowed to bring your camera, but they'll let you know. Make sure you do everything legally and properly. If you have to, ask permission. You can explain what you're doing, introduce yourself, start to network with the hotels. I'm not saying they're going to pay you there on the spot or ask you for content, but if they ask you, don't be sneaky about it. Just try to start getting some content, building a portfolio, and see where you can go with that. So I think once you've gotten to the point where you have a unique style, you know exactly how you want your content to look, who you want to be in it, what you're going to pitch to the hotels, and what you're going to offer the hotels, and you've started to shoot at hotels, I think at that point you can start to discover, okay, what am I going to offer the hotel for packages and deliverables? Am I going to do 50 to 100 photos in a video? Am I going to do a reel shot on my iPhone? Am I going to do drone videos only? Sit down and really think about what you can offer the hotel for a service. So in addition to your style, you need to develop your style. You also need to come up with packages. So I'll give you an example. My boyfriend and I, we have a paid and a free version. The paid version obviously gives them access to a lot more, and we're not charging that much. But on the free one, we offer regular drone, 50 to 100 photos, and then this includes interior, exterior, and lifestyle and drone. And then a promo video up to 1 minute. We do 1 hour of FPV for free, and that's probably just a few flights. We'll choose which drone will be the best. If it's a beautiful property, we'll do the 5-inch fast drone outside. If it's really beautiful on the room and the inside, we'll try to do the indoor drone, or the indoor drone around the pool and the bar, stuff like that. We always do video and photo because we are trying to build a portfolio at the same time, so we're probably over offering, but that's what we get for free. And then the paid one is almost double that. We do like all PV, we do a ton of interior photos, we do photos outside at all the amenities. We do lifestyle photos everywhere, extensive amounts of drone shots. We do a longer promo video, and then we offer multiple reels for Instagram and even some social media management services. Develop your packages. Are you going to do video, just video? Are you going to do photo? Are you going to do phone content, stories? A lot of places want you to be posting stories while you're on the property, saying how great of a time you're having, the drinks, the dinner. Oh, and I forgot to mention this. In our packages, we also require, for the freed one, we get everything paid for. We're able to use all the amenities. We get lunch and dinner for free, coffee. Yeah, basically, we're getting the whole guest experience for free. We're not getting paid for our service, so in exchange, we're not paying for anything. For the paid one, we require, I believe, one dinner, one lunch, a breakfast. It depends on the hotel, but we require less, but if they're paying, they're probably going to give it to us anyway. It's just what we put on the package. So you can develop your own little way of doing things and what you're going to offer them. Yeah, come up with packages. Honestly, I would use Canva. My best advice to you would be to use Canva to create some PDFs and create a little brand with your name, your channel, your Instagram, whatever it is, your company, and then make it look aesthetically pleasing. And when you send out the emails with your pitch deck, once they reply, you can say, here's our packages, which one are you interested in? I wouldn't start charging if you haven't shot a lot of hotels. You know, it would be amazing to even get any sort of free deal just to start. So that's my best advice to you, but if you think that you are ready to charge, go ahead and charge and see if they go for it. The next part is you're turning into the sales and marketing department for your company. Your next role is to start reaching out to these companies and the hotels, the brands. What I've noticed is for every 100 emails, about every 100 emails, I get one reply, whether that be them saying no or yes. So you send 100 emails, you're gonna get at least one reply. That's what I've noticed. Those are my numbers. It seems low, but on like any given street in the Virgin Islands, there's like 20 hotels, and that goes for, say you're trying to go to Barcelona, there's hotels and hostels everywhere. So there's endless amount of hotels you can email. It's a little bit tedious going through Google and looking on all the hotels in the area and then trying to find the email on the website. Sometimes it's super hidden, or a lot of times they just don't even want their email on there, and there's a contact form. You can fill out the contact form, but what I found is if you go on Facebook and you click on the link to their Facebook, there's always an email on their Facebook link. So just go on there, and sometimes that's the direct email to the marketing team, which is amazing. Those are the people that you want to be emailing, is the marketing team. So in addition to emails, I would say how I do it on my computer is I have Instagram open, and then I have my notes, and then I have my email open, and I have about 100 emails preset with a message, and in the message, I say what we can offer them, what we do. Here's our demo, our hotel demo reel. We created a whole hotel demo reel, which I highly recommend that you do as well. What can we offer them? We're not saying like, oh, we want a free stay. We're saying what they're getting for free. You know, we are coming to them and we're giving them all this stuff. We're giving them a free promo video, free marketing content. All they have to do is just provide us a room for the night, basically. That's all they have to do. And it's really, honestly, it is a really good deal for them. I have my email open. I have the email typed out. I have links to our demo reel, my favorite video that we've done, and then an indoor drone tour that Chris has done, which is one of our unique things that we offer. Like I said, you specialize in something, you got to offer it to them and showcase that on your email or on your Instagram, whatever it is. We've created many reels for like Atlantis, Bahamas, all these places in the Caribbean, the Dominican Republic. So on my Instagram, a lot of my stuff is in hotels. So I will message them directly on Instagram through my Instagram. So what I do, I have my email open, I have my Instagram open, I have my notes where I have my message on Instagram, because Instagram is a little bit tricky. At least with email, you can mass set it up. So I set up like 100 emails with the same email message, and then the same message, hotel shoot opportunity. And then I go on Google and I type in, let's say we want to go to Barcelona luxury hotels, and the Google search comes up and I get a list of like 500 hotels. Price range can vary, $50 to whatever, like $1,000 for the night. So I click on the hotel and I click on each website. I do a little perusing and I make sure it looks good. I try to find their email. First priority is always the email for me. So I have my emails set up, and then I have my Excel spreadsheet. Each time I collect an email, I put it in the Excel spreadsheet. And then I have my Instagram set up. So what I do is I get the email. It takes a little bit of time. You're gonna have to put like an hour or two in each day just to send like 50 emails. So I do a search. I search Barcelona luxury hotels. And okay, a list of like 500 comes up. Price range from $50 to $1,000 for the night. I click on each website. I do a little perusing. I make sure it looks like a nice hotel. I try to find the email first. That's my first priority. Find the email, whether it be on the page, on the contact form, or on the Facebook. I get their email however I can. I put that in our Excel spreadsheet, and then I click on their Instagram. I message them on Instagram, a short little message, sweet and to the point. Who we are, what we offer, here's a video, let me know if you're interested. We've gotten a lot of business on Instagram too, so don't forget about Instagram. Messaging on Instagram is awesome. So I send the email, and that's one. I send the email, and then I send the Instagram. And then on the Excel spreadsheet, I leave notes. So I put the name of the hotel, the email contact form, and then I put emailed. I put yes or no, Instagram message, yes or no. Then I put reply, and I wait and see if they reply. And then I put follow up, and then I put notes. So we have this huge library of emails, and we can go back to it at any point and send follow-up emails in like a year or a few months. You know, maybe the wrong person saw it, or they missed over it, or they had a busy day. You never know. So just build this huge database of emails and contacts that you have going forward, because it does take a lot of effort to go through and build this huge list of emails and hotels all around the world. So make sure that you're building a portfolio of that as well. Say the next day I get a reply from them, I go back and I write details in the notes, and I put reply yes, and then I put follow up, blah blah blah, whatever. If they don't reply in a week, if I follow up, if I really want to work at that hotel. So it just depends. Each hotel is different. But yeah, then we have a huge database of all the emails that and a pipeline of people that we've talked to, followed up with, people that never replied, and stuff like that. I do the same for the yachts and all the brands as well. So just remember, when you're emailing and you're sending Instagram, they don't have all day to read these messages. Long messages are going to scare them. You want to be short, concise, and as to the point as possible. Who are you? That sometimes doesn't even matter. Make it short, short, short. Who are you? What can you offer them? What are you offering them? Why are you emailing them? What are you going to give to them? What are you giving them for free? Not what are you getting? I really love traveling. I want to stay at your hotel for free. Don't ever say that. Say how you can help them. How are you going to help them? Yeah. How are you going to help this hotel? What are you going to do for their marketing team, their marketing content? Yeah. And then send some examples. Always include examples. And I would also create a pitch deck. A pitch deck is a little slideshow. You can do this on Canva as well. And it has a lot of work that you've completed and some of your portfolio pieces, pictures specifically, the location of the hotel, stuff like that, and what you can offer. And if they click on that, that can be a little bit more detailed. The email is just to grab their attention, and the pitch deck can be a little bit more embellished and elaborated. You can elaborate a little bit more in the pitch deck and really showcase some of your photos. So yeah, make sure you do that. It's your job to sell yourself and put yourself in front of the right people. So this is the most important part of, well, all the parts of the process are really important, but up to this point, you know, you've built yourself, you've built up your brand. Now you got to get yourself in front of the eyes of a bunch of people. So this is a really important part of the process, and this is how you're going to get the brands and all the deals. So lastly, after you've done all of this, you've built your style, you've specialized in something, you've got really good at it, you built a portfolio, created packages, you've sent emails. Now just keep being positive and patient. It might take a while to land your first deal, and that's completely okay. We didn't get our first deal right away. We did a lot. We were staying in a lot of hotels, paid experiences, and we were shooting on the property. We created a huge portfolio before we landed our first deal. Stay positive, and I promise you, at some point, everything will happen for a reason. Everything will fall into place, and an opportunity will arise. So I wish you the best of luck. If you have any questions, leave comments or feel free to message me. And yeah, best of luck with your hotel collaboration, and I hope it goes great.